Okay, we're gonna do my makeup and we're gonna use all our cute little brushes. I'm deciding, because this is blush ain't gonna work, but I think we'll just use this for the blush. Because usually I don't do that. That's not how I usually go about it, but I have these cute little brushes now. I can do mix and match. So I've already primed my face. I would just use the Maybelline Prime, Master Prime Hydrating and Smoothing Primer. About out of it. It's about, because I didn't put on any moisturizer. So I need some help because I had to dry the house. And then I did use a little bit of my e.l.f. Poreless Putty just in my T-zone. You know, under the eyes, right here on my nose, my forehead, and I really press it in my smile lines. I found that that seems to help my smile lines a lot. So now we're gonna go with our L'Oreal Paris Infallible foundation in the shade 410 Ivory. I just really don't want to mess these up because they're so pretty. I really don't. Why is it so scary? Okay, here we are. It doesn't seem to be seeping in a lot, which is good. Okay. Why am I scared? Yes. Come on in. Yes. I'm trying to look at the mirror here, see what's going on. Or why don't we just do this right here and then I don't look so crazy looking at you. Actually, I want to do this side with the brush. So you can still see like where some foundation is, yeah, like sunk in a little bit. Oh, hold on. It's on my finger. Come on. Well, you can see the Come on. Focus. There you go. Because see, there's all the bristles I didn't do it on, and it's just on the ends, but then here's those bristles where it's sunk in a little deeper. Because usually one pump, I can do a whole side of my face, and I didn't quite get there. I did do more on my chin, but pressing a little harder, I'm getting some more of that foundation actually that's in there. And I actually want to do, I'm gonna have to do a little bit more, but just do another, well, let's do a whole because I need to do my neck too. I always do my neck regardless, and we can stick a little bit more on there. Do your ears. So I'm going to do half of my face with this brush, and I'm going to do half of my face with my beauty blender. I really prefer using a brush to apply makeup, but at the same time, I find that I like the application of my Real Technique sponge better. But this is looking alright. It looks pretty, but actually for some reason I'm feeling it's more sheer or something. It looks, I don't know. I'm gonna have to look at it side by side. It looks pretty and it did a really even job. Look, I didn't focus y'all back. Y'all ain't gonna know what's going on. See, it looks really pretty and even. I feel like I did a really nice job. Yes, okay. I do want to do the other half with the beauty blender just because I want to see a comparison of the two, which this is not wet. Okay, still going. So we're going to do one pump. Our little Real Techniques sponge. Let me get over here, see what's going on. I guess if I want to be extra, I don't have to use a whole pump on just one half of my face. If I want to be extra coverage, I'll do like one and then like another one on the whole forehead and then one on this side and then like a half or a whole down my neck. Probably more like a half because I don't need that much. I just like to make it feel like it makes it look better. Okay. And I always have trouble getting my nose, so I like to kind of pull and press and blend that back out because sometimes I mess it up. Okay. Get my forehead and that little cute little dot. Alright, comparison. I guess let me go down my neck a little bit. Just a little squeeze, a little, barely half a pump, and just Drag it down, get that here. Ooh, nose itch. Okay. So the Beauty Blender, the Technique sponge, and then the brush. To be honest, they almost look identical. I'm trying to see the difference or find a clear difference. I feel like I got my nose better. I have a spot on my nose and on my face. That is crazy, actually. And then these little wrinkles in my head always does that. And then my smile lines are really bad. That is crazy to me. Wow, okay, let me show you what's going on. So this is the brush side, if you can see anything. This is the Real Technique sponge. And it's, of course, split down the middle so you can see your forehead. Never mind my forehead wrinkles. I missed a spot on my nose, go me. And then my little chin wrinkle. I am feeling this because, like I said, I really prefer I don't like toting this around. I don't like it's kind of inconvenient because you have to find somewhere to wet it, and it smells if you keep it in your bag. Even if you put it in a little travel case, like it's just not as inconvenient, I feel like, as a brush is, even though I think this looks better than using my brushes, but I'm lazy. I still use my brushes anyway and just make it, and because actually I'll use my brush and then I'll just go ahead with this, sometimes wet or sometimes dry, and then just go over it just a little bit. But this, I feel like, worked so well because it almost looks identical. Like I cannot find a dramatic difference. I love it. I'm excited. Yes. Okay. We're going to go in with the Instant Age Rewind Concealer in the shade 095 Cool Ivory, or 095, I guess I should say. There you go. And I have another one that's in a little bit, it's in like the next, I don't know. This shade is the first shade I got, which is the second lightest shade. And it's kind of yellow. But I left the sponge on it, and see, it just gets so messy, but it's such a good concealer. And I got this one, which is the next shade. So this is Ivory 100, and this is 95 Cool Ivory, which is a lot dramatically lighter, but I took the sponge off to see if I would like it better, but I think I like the sponge better because this is just difficult. And then you've got, but that sponge is just so messy. Okay, we're just gonna do this right here. See, this is not my forte, and I don't want to touch it and smear it on my face because I just don't like that. Okay, here we go, under the eye. Ooh. See, now I can't get it in that right spot. Making a mess with it. I think I put too much. Great. Of course, I do bring this up on my eyes as well, and this is so light, but that's okay because we're using a little bit of a darker tinted setting powder. Bring this on that smile line. Try to keep it. Whoo, girl. I don't know, maybe. See, that's why it's so full, and I haven't really used it because, y'all, I have so much trouble. If y'all have recommendations, let me know. But for a fair girl, okay, so I'm a fair girl, I'm a light girl. But like the lightest shade is any concealer, if they have the lightest shade, it's like the white, but then the next lightest shade or the lightest shade that you can find is more yellow. Of course, that's what I like, more of a tinted powder as well. So I have like a lighter, I've been looking for really light powders because I like those because I think it brightens up the yellow, but I'm trying well, this has nothing to do with this, but I found these lighter concealers, but I'm using more of a yellowy powder to tone them down a notch. See? Yeah, I should have left the sponge, but you don't know until you try. Let me not try to add so much this time, which I think I did anyway. forehead to cover up my dot. Okay, I will say, I don't know about the Kabuki for concealer, at least the way I applied it anyway, because I feel like I can't get up in there like I usually prefer to do. I'm trying to blend this out, but I really need to cover that dot. Cover my eyes. Okay, so we're covered, we're there. Difference, it looks good either way. I still think I had trouble over here. Oh, why did I just, why? Okay, hold on a minute. Okay. I think I might like that. Ooh, that side's already. I think I might like it better if I had a different concealer, but I found it, this is so big, trying to get in here and blend it all out was a little tricky, but you got the job done, if that makes sense. And it might do better if I had a doe foot to more apply it better, if that makes sense. So I'm not gonna blame it completely on the brush, although it's a little tricky, but not bad. Cool, great, okay. Setting powder, which we're just gonna use the Wet n Wild contouring palette in Dulce de Leche. We're gonna use the L12, and we're gonna use this little powder and just pick it up on that cute little brush. Yes, okay. And see, it's a little yellow, so it'll tone down this brightness a little bit. I actually really need to blend that out. Don't let it crease up like a madman. Not use so much, so don't look too bad. Oh my gosh, so I guess I'm using the brush anyway. I don't typically usually apply powder with a sponge. I used to try to do that, but I tried it once and it was alright, but I think it was more of a loose powder anyway. Try to get that smile line to keep it from creasing as long as possible. Even though I don't know about you guys, but for me, it's like evening time, dinner time, and I'm just messing around with makeup because this is just unfortunately the time that I managed to get up and do this. Okay. So I typically do this with a bigger brush and not so tiny of a brush, so this is taking me a little longer than usual, but it works and it's really pretty and it's so soft. Yes. We're gonna go in with the eyes, and of course we're gonna use the beloved Nudie Patootie since this is a Laura Lee video. Ta-da! I don't know what we're gonna do today, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna use these 5 little brushes, and that's all we're gonna use. I'm gonna take the largest brush, the L18, and get into streaking. Yes, and I really not be shy here. Let me flip this back up. Why am I so nervous? I love this shade. If we could have like literally an entire like single shadow of streaking, or like a literally a bronzer like sized, I would buy it. I love this shade. I wear it by itself, and it's really pretty much my transition shade for almost every look that I do. I love this shade. And like I said, I wear it by itself like this, with like alone, or with highlighter or shimmer shade on the lid, or I'll put this on the lid too. Focus on me. I love this shade. Great. Awesome brush. I don't even know. Y'all, I don't know what to do. I want to go a little deeper because I want to be sassy. Okay, so we're just gonna go keep it relatively simple. Streaking. Okay, so we're going to go in butt naked, and this is the L19, which is more of a smaller, more packed brush. And we're going in butt naked. Butt naked. So that was our transition. So this is going to be our crease, more of our crease shade. I kind of wished I had another brush, in a way, like a bigger brush. Like I would probably use the larger eye brush to do my transition with, or to blend it out, and I'd probably use this for butt naked, and then I'm gonna do an outer V with naked, which is the darker brown. That's just, you know, if I'm just saying my thoughts, because I'm having some, I don't know, it may just be me just having a hard time, y'all. It might be. Actually, we're gonna go all the way over here to the inner corner. I'm trying to figure out. Okay. I know this looks crazy. We're gonna blend out in a second. Okay. So actually, yeah, let's go ahead. So we're taking the first brush again, back in streaking, and we're gonna blend that out. Yeah, a little better. There we go. Like I said, if I was just spitballing, I would probably want another larger fluffy brush, blending brush. But that's just me, that's just my opinion. That's not these. These are really nice. I really like them. Okay, yes. I'm gonna fluff that out that way. I'm feeling sassy. I don't even know. Because I kind of, I usually want like 3 brushes, because I want to take this brush and do detail work, but I want to use it under the eye, and I don't want to make a mess. We're just going to take the L16 little bitty dome detail brush and naked, which is the really dark brown, and we're not going to do too much, just more on the tip of the brush, and do outer edge, and then way deep in that outer V, way deep in that crease. Ooh, a little ham there. Oh, that sunlight. There we go. Can y'all see? There we go. Oh, gosh darn it. Okay. Just from what's left over on this brush, I'm just going to go back over and blend that a couple swipes. Just make sure it's all blended nice. And then what's left on this bigger one, blend out again. Yes. Okay. This video's taking forever. How do YouTubers do this? Okay, so now Laura Lee does this, and I love it. Uh-oh. I don't know what that said, but I missed it. Okay, so we're going to take Topless, which is like a pinky nude shimmer shade, and then Jaybird, which is like a pinky fancy, I don't know if it's a glitter. Yes, girl. But we're going to mix them together. So there's Topless. You can't see anything I'm doing. Now we're going to get some Jaybird in there, and I'm packing this brush to the house. I love mixing these 2 shades. And this is going on my lip. I usually do this with my finger and not a brush like this. but I want to play with the brushes. I do have some fallout, but that I did really pack on that brush, so that is not the brush's fault. Swipe it away. No big deal. Let's see, let me try to spray it. I would usually just do that with my finger in it, but I'm trying to be extra today. Topless. Jaybird. Whoop, I missed completely. Spray. Much better. I'm feeling myself. Maybe we'll try to do it individually. But I usually just, like I said, I usually just do shimmers and metallics or glitters with my finger. Let me get over here, you can see. I guess I should have done just one eye at the time. Honestly, I don't know how YouTubers do this, and it's like, of course I'll sit and watch the whole thing, I don't care how long it is, but most people probably don't do that. So that's just Jaybird. I mean, Topless. Hello. I guess I should have put that on silent before. This video was not supposed to take this long either. Oh. I like how this just gets right there, makes like a really nice cut crease without making a cut crease. Okay, now get the fallout. I want to go back in with the tiniest little brush with the whatever's left of that dark brown, just to make sure he's still in there. And now I'm going to take it and do the outside with whatever's left on the brush. We're gonna take what's ever left on these brushes. Try to do this as little as possible, just to the halfway mark over that dark brown, and then what's ever left on this one will smoke it out all the way across, because I'm just feeling myself today. All right, yes, ma'am. Feeling myself today. Okay, I'm gonna take this teeny tiny one and go into Stark, which is the like metallic-y pearlescent white shade. And I know this is not what this is intended for. Wow. But this is what we're doing. What the? Yeah, definitely not what this is intended for, but. Okay. And I go ham with it, because why not? Alright, let's go back in with the small brush. Yeah, no, this is not what this is made for. This is not the brush fault. This is just me being stupid. Yes, put it out with the finger. Ooh, girl. I feel sassy. Okay, so now we're going to go in with bronzer. We're going back to the Wet n Wild Dolce Gillette contouring palette. And we're going to go in with, I believe this is the right brush, I'm about positive, the L13. It's not as tapered as the end as the other one. And we're just going to go kind of lightly in here. But I want to cover the whole brush, tap off the excess, and get a feel for this brush. Oh, yep. See, because it's so, but I guess it'd be a good blender though, because it's so, there's more pressure, if that makes sense. More pressure to blend it out. So it's gonna be a little heavy if you go a little crazy with it, but it would be good. You can blend it out though, because it's so, what is this word? There's a lot of pressure here, so you can blend it out. Okay. Ooh. I feel like I have more control, which I do like though. It's just taking me, see, that's the thing though, if you do a bigger brush, it doesn't take you as long, especially for like me and you love bronzer. But it gets all over the place. And this you can contain it more, but it takes a little longer. What in the world are you? Go away. I do go crazy with bronzer. I just really like bronzer. Let's do it on the side. Feeling sassy. Alright, can you see my noggin? This is gonna be the longest makeup video. How do y'all do this? Bring this around. Yes, okay. Just do a touch kind of on the sides of the nose. Just so it's not so, gives us some more dimension back. Alright, so now we're going in with the Milani blush in the shade Tea Rose. If y'all been here, you know I love this blush. Actually, I'm going to get one of the other colors. Ooh, my nose is itching. So we're going in with the angled brush, the L14. We're just going to pack that booger on there and go to town. I like to cheese and just go to town. And you can make this light and it looks so natural and pretty. If you want to build it up and be a little extra blushy, girl, you be that girl. I'm going to go kind of in the middle, natural but a little extra. A blush on that nose. Yes, girl. Ooh, girl. Ooh, girl. I'm feeling it. Okay. We're just going to use this random Wet n Wild eyeliner. So I'm feeling a little sassy today. We'll use the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. Alright guys, here we are. We've got some eyeliner and some mascara. So now we're going to go in with our L15 highlighter brush in our L'Oreal highlighter palette. Oh, let's go with some diamonds. That's the lightest shade over here. And girl, I like to go to town. Don't be shy. The more, the merrier. Yes. You know what? Let's mix. L'Oreal likes to do this anyway. Diamonds and Glow Gal. And I'll just pack that on there. Just go to town. See? Hold on a minute. Let's put some of that over here. On the nose. just the tiniest bit on the forehead and the chin. Let's blend this out. Oh, and that really was like, I missed a spot. The upper lip. Yes, ma'am. Now I have all of our liquid lipsticks. So now I just have to pick which one. I kind of was thinking going, Of course, some of these I haven't even got to wear yet. See, that's all shimmery. The eyes are pretty. There's the peachy one. Maybe peach. I wasn't really feeling peach, but what are you? Jade and Topless. I've used those a lot. I've used Naked and Naked a lot. Pouty and Nice I really did like. Excuse me, I'm recording. I use Cabana a lot. I have not used the sparkling one at all. I feel like that's just gonna be crazy right now. No, not in that mood. If I was going bold, I'd go this berry color, but I don't think that ain't gonna match, even though like it matters. I want to go with peach. I really wanted to go this route, but that's not gonna match, and I really wanted to do a little bit more bold than just that, so we're just gonna go with that peach, and I think it matches the best anyway. Of course, it could probably look to y'all nuts, but for some reason in the viewfinder, it looks like it'll be pretty. Look, let me get all close and personal. Usually I like to spray and then press my powders in and then, you know, finish off and spray again. I did not do that today, but I think it looks really okay, actually. There's the eye look. Looks like I hit it with mascara. It would not be a look by me if I did not hit my eyelids with some mascara. Yeah, that is everything. I love the brushes. I really do. They're really soft. They're really nice and fancy. They're really soft and fancy. Did you hear me? Some of these are probably going to take me a little bit time to figure out to play with them and how to use them the best way. Something on my phone. And I love the case. I do wish it's a little bit bigger. If she came out with like different sizes, I would buy them. I really would, just saying. And the last thing I want to do is I want to see. So the palettes, obviously figure out it's going to be a tight squeeze. We're going to see. So all the makeup I used today, including the brushes, we're going to fit in this bag. So I got all the brushes in there. Both primers that I used, the contour kit, the blush, foundation, concealer. Alright, you got the liquid lipstick, eyeliner, mascara. It all fits in there great. And then actually I forgot to spray. I like a lot of spray. Oh girl. Yeah, see, that all fit in there great. See, and you still got a little bit more room if you want to, you know, bring some like extra shades of lipstick or concealer or whatever. I even got all the brushes in there. There's plenty of room. So this is great. It's just these are so big and bulky. It's just they're just not, unless you have a jumbo bag, I just don't think they're gonna fit in there comfortably and have enough room for everything else, if that makes sense. But no, everything that I used today, including the brushes, all completely, you can see, you watched me, it all fits in this bag. And you still got quite a bit of room in there, so great. Happy with me. This is literally an hour long. Hopefully it's not that long by the time we get done, but I hope you have a wonderful day. If you want to see more from me, just subscribe to my channel. Like if you like makeup videos, if you want to see more hauls or more makeup tutorials, let me know in the comment section what you want to see, and I will see you guys next time.